Well, yes, hello. It's me, Anna, again. It's a beautiful Wednesday, the 8th of April, 2026. I know just last Sunday I verbalized some of the relationships with the science of reading, phonics, phonemic and phonological awareness, fluency, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. I named types of characters, which would be more along the lines of reading comprehension, which included protagonist, antagonist, types of antagonists, villains, anti-heroes, the hero, which many anti-heroes try to play, uh, foil, love interest. Then we are talking about tertiary characters, ranging from round and dynamic to flat and static, okay? All right. So, in other words, those are types of characters. Protagonist, antagonist, deuteragonist. We nearly forgot the deuteragonist, which is similar to a protagonist. We went over points of view, not directly related to communication and identity, etc., vital statistics, but we're actually talking about narrative voiced, first, second, and third person, which also includes third person omniscient, which means it sort of changes, but where in which first person, in which the character is also the narrator, the character takes a narrative voice, autobiography, where the narrator is a character, and also the author, okay? Then we are talking about dynamics of, uh, let's see, second person, which you, the second person, I, you, he, she, it, and third person, where the author is a narrator, but not a character, and describes characters. Okay, then I delved into some of my favorite prefixes, including ante, A-N-T-E, meaning before, antecedent, where grammatically speaking, and more in communications and talking about points of view and vital statistics and that type of behavior, where the proper nouns we know as names that correlate to vital statistics, which we generally should just have one, set of surnames, etc. You can't really have more than one identity. Uh, that would be fraudulent, especially where more than one metric is involved, or confiscates yours. So there would be uh antecedent, grammatically speaking, one form is where pronouns correlate to proper nouns we know as names, and vital statistics related. So uh, I, Anna, am making a video about her goals in the science of reading subject, which would be uh, syllable types and counts, not to mention their syllable types and counts, not to mention the probability of syllable counts relating to types, but I'll get to that in a moment. So, the dynamics related to antecedent, where pronouns correlate to the proper nouns we know as names. There are really four clusters of pronouns that I discuss, and there's more than one cluster per. Subject, object, reflexive, and possessive. So this is Anna's lesson about the science of reading topic related to syllable types and counts. This is her Anna's, or this is my Anna's. So I'm kind of talking about myself in third person, saying Anna's or her. This video is hers. It's actually mine. Mine would be M-I-N-E, object possessive pronoun. Okay, so Antecedents also include the term related to history or chronology, the grammatical context where pronouns and nouns correlate. Uh, let's see. Then another related to ancestors. Then we are getting, like my ancestor was known for her statement, war is hell. Okay. Bayonin, the sorrows of war. World peace, it's peace in the world, peace at home, peace in the heart. So what else? After antecedent, ante, my favorite next prefix is, well, my major favorite prefix is inter. Woo woo, inter, I-N-T-E-R. I-N-T-E-R is of Latin origin. It means among or between. It means in the midst or reciprocal. And it's my favorite words correlating to inter mean interview. I did well in the art of the interview course. Interactionist approaches to sociology. Dr. Basil Bernstein from England was known for his sociolinguistics. He was both a sociologist, an interactionist, and linguistics, and he was an English professor. So interactionism is known as one of three major sociological theoretical perspectives, ranging from structural functionalist to conflict to interactionist theory. So, using communication, using points of view, pronouns, subject, object, possessive, and reflexive, you're dealing with interaction, verbal. Then interval. I took advanced data analysis for social sciences during September and October of 2025. And while I was hacked into, my gosh, sociology, social theory in action, 1603, I learned, and I did well. Actually, I think I learned more about this during quantitative analyses in social sciences, but there are four major types of measurements, and the prefix inter, I-N-T-E-R, is one of the four, usually the third description of the four. So the four types of measurements include nominal, ordinal, interval, which has no true zero, is a continuous and range measurement, like its partner, ratio, which has a true zero. So of the nominal is really like a name or a category, dichotomous binary, also like yes or no, male or female, dichotomous, paradoxical, so to speak. Then ordinal is really ranking, I mean, even numbers uh, technically include nominal relationships, but we always know them as far as ranking and ordinal ranking. But interval is my third favorite prefix. Intercession is a type of Catholic prayer, or prayer clustered in Catholicism. Intermittent is something I hope to learn more of as far as one of my grants in solar and the like. Anyway, after inter, remember Latin for among or between, in the midst, reciprocal, interview, interact, interactionist approaches to sociology. Then we have interval measurements in statistics and social sciences, nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. And last up, we have what else do we have? Last up, we have oh no, not last up. I actually have at least two other favorite prefixes. Com for compute, C-O-M-P-U-T-E, commute. So, you might know that we, commute to places where we compute, or you commute from home by computing. Communicate, C-O-M-M-U-N-I-C-A-T-E. I believe com-com is yet another Latin, but don't quote me on that. like meaning together or with. Remember, inter, among, or between, in the midst, or reciprocal. Com is together or with. Con is often together or with, like con. But like news convergent, convergence. Uh, content in news, content. Conscience, conscience. And my last favorite prefix, like I said, is mem, of the mind, relating to the memory. European or either Latin, I'm not sure, but it's also known in Hebrew. Memorize, memorize, the memorare. Remember, O most gracious Virgin Mary, that never was it known that anyone who fled to thy protection, implored thy help, or sought thy intercession was left unaided. Inspired by this confidence, I fly unto thee, O Virgin of Virgins, my mother. To thee I come, before thee I stand, sinful and sorrowful. Despise not my petitions, but in thy mercy answer me. And that's the memorare. Okay, so we kind of bounced from the end, using the science of reading with characters, but it definitely takes a protagonist or a deuteragonist to study syllable types and counts like I have. It's true. I have actually tallied all of the syllable types and counts for three sets of sight words. And these are just really, really young age, young, you know, uh, really early age learning. But so this would be syllable types and counts. So in other words, the first set of syllables had 40 words. So there was a set of sight words and 40 total. I calculated a total of 35 first syllables and 5 second syllables. I counted every single closed consonant LE, open, vowel team, magic or silent E, are controlled, and diphthong types of syllables. And while I will not give away the answer because I did the hard work myself, I am hoping to study the correlations between the next sheet that I did, the first grade sheet. So that was just a kindergarten group. And like I said, they're really mostly one syllable words or two syllable words. And I'm hoping, well, to eventually get, I know many others. You heard my spelling of DDT, dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane, dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane. What is that? 11 syllables. Uh, Deoxyribonucleic acid, tetrahydrobiopterine, anti-disestablishmentarianism, and all. But anyway, I just gave you a list of the name of a list of sight word, well, they're adult sight words, 40 words 40 words that I calculated every syllable type. There are seven: closed consonant LE, open, vowel team, magic or silent E, are controlled or diphthong. Uh, and out of the 40 words, I calculated the syllable types and counts per. The second was the first grade word list. I calculated 41 words, okay? And I believe not only did I calculate all of them, but again, they were listed into the 6 or 7 types of syllables. Last up, there I have a second grade word list of 46 words, and there are words with 1 or 2 types of syllables. All right, so I am working on becoming a person to study the types of syllables, which I did, and counts, but the probability of them. So getting back to what I told you, advanced data analysis for social sciences or advanced data analysis per linguistics, remember, uh, Bernstein, Basil Bernstein, doctor, was a sociolinguist in England, and he basically studied restricted and elaborated coding. And he's had others, I've read actually peer-reviewed articles of other types of dichotomies related to his restricted and elaborated coding studied in England, I think during the 1970s. But I want to be a person, the first person to calculate. I have already tallied, so I've already done the tallying, tallying, of all of the syllable types and counts per. Let's see, the pre-primer Dolch sight words. Okay, I did that about a 2 year. I think it was 2 years ago. I did that about 2 years ago, and or a year and a half ago. And in 2024, yep, I guess I studied these during the fall of 2024. And I calculated the numbers of first syllables and second syllables uh, in and detected them as closed consonant LE, open, vowel team, magic or silent E, are controlled or diphthong. And remember, diphthongs are actually types of vowel teams, and are controlled syllables. You can find quite a few within the phonemes chart of Latin script and Latin script American English phonemes. There are 44 phonemes. You can find R controlled ER, AR, URE, and the like. So, I hope everyone is inspired in ways in which we can utilize uh, linguistics and the ways in which we can utilize statistics in order to calculate topics like syllable types and counts. Remember, so the first sheet had 40 words, the second sheet had 41 words, and the last 46. There are seven types of syllables: closed, consonant LE, opened, vowel team, magic or silent E, are controlled or diphthong, and that each of these, some of them will have more than one application. And I am applying the multinomial probability because, in you're going to have a set of seven types of syllables, a set of a possible number of first syllables. So, with words, with the first sheet, there are 40 words. So you're generally going to have 40, you have to have 40 first syllables. So, 40 words, 40 first syllables. And let's see, hold on just a second. Let's try this again. 40 words, 40 first syllables. Not to mention a number, I think 5 second syllables. And that with their all of each and every type of uh 7 syllables has, well, every single first or second syllable has a possibility of every single first or second syllable has a possibility of 7 unless you combine the vowel team or the diphthong. Okay. And I'm hoping to utilize multinomial probability and statistics, work with advanced spellers and advanced linguists and phoneme comprehenders, so to speak. That's a word, to understand syllable types and counts, multinomial probability. And I eventually hope to do work on the scripts words where you're getting more again into words that I spelled just last Sunday or Monday, the 6th, the 5th or the 6th, Easter Monday. And while I've done all of these in 2024, these were basically uh, smaller, well, shorter words with the same context of types of syllables. So in other words, the the ones that I spelled, and I've already phonemically chunked them, and I've already spelled them, and I've already done the syllable relationships with, say, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane, DDT, DICHLORO, DIPHENYL, TRICHLORO, ETHANE. No, that's the spelling, but let's do the syllables. Dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane. So DDT, that's a DDT that's gotta be a 11 syllable word. And the ones that I've clustered, aside from that within that list, deoxyribonucleic acid, DEOXYRIBONUCLEIC space ACID, deoxyribonucleic. That's an 8 syllable word without acid, making ACID acid too. Deoxyribonucleic, 8 syllables. 11 syllables, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane, 8 in deoxyribonucleic acid. And well, before I get to those difficult words that I've already phonemically, chunked, and I've already phonemically uh, syllable wise chunked, I am going to get to the multinomial probability because there are more than just 3 sets. There are 7 sets, 6 or 7 sets of types of syllables, first or second syllable, and that first or second type of syllable, and that studying the probability, the multinomial probability per set is going to be an advancement that I don't think anyone's embarked upon. So, and there, yes, like I said, there are interactionists who study linguistics, and like I said, Dr. Basil Bernstein is one. I'm one. I studied, or I've already tallied the syllable types sociologically. I told you that inter is a Latin derived prefix. Mem can also come from, I think, either Latin or Hebrew. I've given you 4 contexts of the prefix inter, 4 or 5: interview, interaction, interactionist approaches in sociology, interval, nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio measurements, no true zero in inter, not to mention the relationships with intercession, the Catholic, a cluster of Catholic prayer. Anyone could actually, any religion could pray through intercession, but intercession, like thanks and praise, blessings and adoration, not to mention intercession, forgiveness, petition, and the like. Those are clusters of types of prayer. And then mem, like I said, mem of the mind or memory, memorare, like those clusters of prayer, prayers to the Virgin Mary, or clusters of rosary. You have the joyous, sorrowful, luminous, and glorious mysteries and the like. So I'm pretty excited to be a protagonist in syllable types and counts, multinomial probability per uh, syllable types of the no of syllable counts. I'm really excited to discover and embark upon counts of syllables that what the statistics, what the probability of a first, second, or third syllable in a word being closed or consonant LE, open, vowel teen, magic or silent E are controlled or diphthong. And I'm pretty darn excited to embark on, I've already tallied the 3 pages on my own of the 40 word pre-primer Dolch, the 41 first grade words, and the 46 second grade words. And like I said, that would be syllable types and counts probability, spelling phonemic clusters related to syllables, syllable counts and types, phonological awareness, and eventually multinomial probability. It's a multivariate statistic. Because it's not technically using the statistics as a social science as many other of my studies are. You could, study origins of sounds of diphthongs or, first syllables or second syllables or that type of thing in all American English and all Latin script terms, but many have origins in different languages. Okay, hence Latin for inter, or mem. I think again Latin or Hebrew origins. All right, safe, happy, and blessed. Be ready for me, Anna Santacroce, to embark on syllable types and counts. Uh, Probability of a number of syllable, probability of a syllable number within sets of words to the ratio of types of words and multinomial probability to any of the 6 or 7 syllable types. Closed, consonant LE, open, vowel teen, magic or silent E are controlled, and diphthong. I hope to meet linguists who are interested in the same, but without, confiscating my work. No theft of authorship, 812.014, and know that different alphabets utilize different graphemes than all of the languages that we know within Latin script, including our American English. But it would be a great thing to meet up with linguists from different parts of the world, study what they can do graphemically in different alphabets. Okay. Safe, happy, and blessed. Anna Santacroce, journalism student with UCLA Extension and sociologist with American Public University System, Pi Gamma Mu scholar. Okay, thank you.